Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Peace and blessings. This is Empress Imani, and welcome to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons. A woman who heals herself, heals her mother, heals her daughter, and heals every woman around her. I'm Empress Imani, inspirational teacher of Sacred Love Lessons. I help women to honor the love within so they too can manifest the life of their dreams. We're in season 5. Be your own guru, 12 secrets of the sacred saver.
Sacred Love Lessons is brought to you by House of Sacred Love, where every day is Self-Love Day. Be inspired to honor yourself with clear intentions, release what no longer serves you, claim your freedom, and head in the right direction to manifest the life of your dreams. You can book your life-changing one-on-one clarity session today at houseofsacredlove.com. That is houseofsacredlove.com.
Our objective today is to tap into the energy of creative alchemy. But before we start, let's tap into our sacral chakra energy. Now I'm just going to play a little bit of this energy for you. And as you listen, close your eyes, breathe deeply, inhale, and then exhale. Here we go. The sacral chakra, which has a frequency of 288 hertz, is an energy center associated with pleasure, creativity, sexuality, and emotion. It is located in the lower abdomen below the navel. The portal of life, also known as the Vesica Pisces, resides in the sacral chakra. This is where the divine feminine and the divine masculine come together, creating new life. Memories that can be linked to the sacral chakra include emotional memories, strong feelings of joy, pleasure, excitement, anger, shame, or guilt. Sexual experiences, both positive and negative encounters, can leave imprints on the sacral chakra. Creative experiences, memories of artistic expression, flow, and inspiration. Relationship memories, experiences of intimacy, connection, and bonding, as well as those of betrayal, rejection, or abandonment. Physical sensations, memories of pleasure or pain related to the body, such as childbirth, illness, or injury. Now, when our sacral chakra is in balance, we engage in the work we love. We focus on thriving and things that matter. We align our relationships with the frequencies of love, peace, and harmony. We maintain habits and routines that support fertility, creativity, and sustainability. On the other hand, when our sacral chakra is out of balance, it can lead to issues related to emotional trauma, such as difficulty expressing feelings, problems with intimacy, or a tendency to hold on to past hurts. An out-of-balance sacral chakra can also result in physical illness. So how do we tap into the sacral chakra frequency? Well, the first thing we want to do is complete our shadow work. Shadow work is inner transformation. It is the foundation of all spiritual alchemy. So no matter what frequency we're talking about, we're going to always need to clear shadow work first. It involves delving deep into our subconscious mind to unearth hidden potential, overcome limiting beliefs, and connect with our true essence. The shadow work for this chakra deals with the mother womb. This is gate 27 for those of you who follow along in human design. The mother womb refers to emotional trauma that can arise from a lack of emotional support or nurture from a mother during childhood. While a mother may provide physical care, the absence of emotional connection can have profound and lasting effects on our sense of self, trust, and relationships. Key characteristics of the mother womb include 1. Emotional neglect. A mother may be physically present but emotionally absent, leaving the child feeling unseen, unheard, or unloved. Number 2, lack of empathy. The mother may struggle to understand or validate the child's emotions, leading to feelings of isolation and confusion. Number 3, inconsistent care. Unpredictable emotional availability can create a sense of insecurity and instability. And number 4, intergenerational trauma. Sometimes the mother's own unhealed wounds are passed down to the child. So some impacts of the mother wound include no or weak boundaries, overgiving and people-pleasing, overly concerned about how others view you or fear of being judged by others, difficulty building relationships, issues with trust and intimacy, low self-esteem, a sense of unworthiness or inadequacy, anxiety and depression, leading to emotional turmoil. So how do we heal the mother wound? The mother wound healing process involves forgiveness, meditation, journaling, self-reflection, and course redirection. You may also want to consider speaking with a coach, therapist, or spiritual advisor. Forgiveness is the anchor in healing the mother wound. Now, a sidebar here. To forgive someone doesn't mean that you're endorsing his or her behavior. Forgiveness is a form of deep emotional detoxification. It means that you are no longer willing to carry toxic energy within your mind and body. Question to ponder. What is my mother's story, and how has her story impacted my life? What is my mother's story, and how has her story impacted my life? For me, my mother wound expressed itself in the form of anger. I was very angry all the time. My inner child was unhealed. It expressed itself through my sacral chakra in the form of fibroid tumors. And I suffered with that for probably about 2 years. At first, I sought out Western medical help, which turned out to be a temporary fix. Then I remembered what I had learned with Queen Afua's Sacred Woman journey like years before. So I ended up just going back to those teachings, remembering what I already knew, and then I just followed that regimen, and it helped. It eliminated the fibroid tumors. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not saying don't seek, medical help. Do what's best for you. Use your own wisdom, your own discernment, your own intuition to do what is best for you. That's what I did for me. Now, when I sought medical attention, their solution was, of course, to give me a pill. It was very temporary. And then they wanted me to have a hysterectomy, which I did not. I did not do that, but that was what the recommendation was. Instead, I wanted something that was more holistic, an all-natural approach. That's why I went back to Queen Afua's Sacred Woman. Her book, you can find the book wherever, worldwide. If you're having issues with fibroid tumors, you may want to check that out and just see if it works for you. I started in conjunction with Sacred Woman. I started by forgiving myself and forgiving my mother for everything. Again, like I've stated before, I just got to the point where I was so tired I felt like I was just in this loop of endless suffering, and I just got tired of it. I couldn't take it anymore. So I just was like seeking answers and solutions. And whatever that meant for me, like, how some people will say, oh, I can't forgive this person, or this is unforgivable. People say that. People feel that way. And I am not here to invalidate. If that is you, I'm not here to invalidate how you feel. You have the right to feel however you feel. I'm just saying, for me, I got tired of carrying the anger. I got tired of carrying the burden of my ancestral wounds, the suffering that I was experiencing, that I was willing to try whatever. And so forgiving myself and forgiving my mother, my father, forgiving my family, period, freed me. Just forgiving everyone for everything, it freed me. So if you are tired, if you can hear me today and you are tired, start with forgiveness, okay? I mean, really forgive with your heart. Start with forgiveness. That's what I did. And I started journaling and doing journal exercises. I first wrote down my assessment of my relationship with my mother, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Then I put myself in her shoes and I imagined what life must have been like for her during that time. Although she has never shared her backstory with me, I could see the pain and the weight she was carrying. As a result, I reframed my perception of my mother. During my meditations, I focused on the nurturing moments, the happy times that we shared. I focused on the good, and that helped me to see her differently. Plus, it helped me to clear out the anger. Going through this healing process allowed me to have more compassion for my mother and release the anger, the resentment, and the judgment that I had previously held of her. Looking back at my own life as a mother, I can see that I did the best that I could with what I had. And since then, this was years ago, I've had sit-downs with my own daughters and asked for forgiveness, and I have forgiven myself, okay? So the slate is clean over here. Everybody's forgiven and all is well. If you want that too, I highly recommend that you start with forgiveness. So after working on your shadow work, the next thing you want to do, number 2, is visualize. Visualize. I love this exercise. I'm an excellent daydreamer that enjoys fantasizing. Shout out to all my Pisceans out there. You guys already know what it is that I'm talking about. We have abilities to go to other dimensions, and I love that because I can enjoy things without physically being there. So focus on visualizing. Now, visualization clarifies our minds concerning the good that we desire. This is done by actively using our imagination to daydream. Whatever idea we make clear in our minds must happen in our experience. We can see it for ourselves. We can expand our self-awareness and see something in ourselves that we did not see before. It is important for us to view ourselves as sacred, creative vessels of inspiration that overflow in every area of our lives. So see your sacral chakra as whole, complete, balanced, and aligned. Now, the color for the sacral chakra is orange, but again, you guys know, if you've been following along, you know that I like to use white light. That's just my preference. I use it for everything. So for me, I visualize myself, my sacral chakra, filled with divine white light. And usually I can sit and imagine that there's this opening at the top of my crown chakra, and the great cosmic mother is just pouring divine white light through all of my chakras. All of my chakras are being cleansed. I highly recommend that you just give it a try. Try it out. If you don't like it, then think orange. But for me, white, divine white light. Number 3, you can also speak to your physical and energetic bodies. There have been many times when my stomach has felt upset, and what I do is I place my hand over my stomach area and I say, I am perfect divine health. I am perfect divine health. I've said that repeatedly with my hand placed over my stomach area, my sacral area, and within moments of doing so, my stomach region, whatever was going on, stopped hurting. So that may be something you also want to give a try. I have to give out these disclaimers because we're dealing with the body and medical issues. If you have a medical emergency or there's something going on with you, contact your primary care physician. I'm only telling you what works for me, okay? So that's something that I've done with myself. It is the power of my own touch, okay? Healing hands. I'm sure you guys have heard that terminology, healing hands. And if you haven't heard it, Google it, healing hands. And then the power of my words, creating my reality by saying that I am perfect divine health, using the power of who I am, my divine white light of I am. Okay? Number 4, crystal energy. Crystals that I suggest for the sacral include unakite, citrine, carnelian, opal, and orange calcite. You can just Google those and find out what they're about and learn more about those crystals. And then number 5, express yourself. This is the outward manifestation of our inner transformation. It's about creating new life and channeling our inner goddess into tangible, creative outputs. This could be anything such as art, music, writing, any form of expression. This is what it's all about, creating new life. If and when you feel imbalanced, check your self-care. This is another thing that I highly recommend. Are you hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or stressed? When was the last time you checked in with yourself? How do you feel? Close your eyes and scan your body. Your body will tell you exactly whatever area you need to focus on. When you close your eyes and imagine yourself being a scanning over each part of your body, it will tell you the area that you need to focus on. Now, I use this sometimes when I'm focused on work, I'm focused on my sacred purpose. I tend to, get off kilter a little bit. I tend to get off kilter a little bit. And then I catch myself and I ask myself, am I hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or stressed? And when I check in with Imani, I realize after asking myself those questions, say, okay, I'm not hungry. I've already eaten. I'm not hungry. I'm not angry. Maybe I'm a little tired and I need to go take a nap, have a siesta, right? On a siesta. Maybe I need to do that. Or maybe it's just been a while since I've had a hug. Maybe I need a hug. Maybe I need to be touched. Whatever it might be, I make the assessment and then I conduct myself accordingly. Like other day, I was feeling some kind of way and I caught myself. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and go to the spa. So I went to the spa, got the work, got the massage, got, everything, just got the full body work. So it was like, okay, I needed some TLC, right? So check in with yourself and do that every day, especially when you feel yourself, when you feel something is off. Try not to let it get that way. But if it does and you feel like something is off, ask yourself that question. Affirmation. I'm an open channel for divine wisdom and creative ideas. I honor my divine feminine energy and I allow myself to give and receive pleasure. I live a balanced life in peace and harmony. I cherish each moment and I enjoy my days to the fullest. Ashe, and so it is. I'll leave you with this final thought. You can create your reality. When your sacral energy flows freely, you become more comfortable with yourself, your inner wisdom, and your inner voice. This leads to an increase in confidence, self-esteem, and vitality. The power is yours. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you for listening to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons. Be your own guru, 12 Secrets of the Sacred Saber. Wherever you're tuning in the world, don't forget to click that like, comment, and subscribe. And until we speak again, be the light.